Hello friends. So today I'm going to explain about concrete mix design. There are various methods for designing the concrete. Some of the methods are shown here and ACI method, DOE method and IS code methods are commonly used. ACI method is used in America and DOE method is used in UK and IS code method is used in India. So I will be explaining about IS code method. So next is the basic data required for the designing of concrete mix. First one is the required strength at 28 days. First, next is desired degree of workability, limiting water cement ratio, minimum cement content, type of aggregate, maximum size of aggregate, and finally the standard deviation for the compressive strength. In order to design the concrete mix, we have to get some test data for materials. That is the type of cement which we are using, whether it is OPC, PPC or PSC, etc. with grade, date of manufacture, etc. And the next is specific gravity of the materials which we are going to use. That is cement, coarse aggregate, fine aggregate. Then next water absorption for coarse aggregate, free surface moisture in fine aggregate, and the gradation of coarse and fine aggregate like that. Next is the grading limits for fine aggregate and coarse aggregate. Fine aggregate is based on IS 456 and coarse aggregate is based on IS 383, and commonly used for fine aggregate is the zone 2, and for the coarse aggregate we commonly use is 20 mm. Workability is depending upon the placing conditions of the concrete. If you are placing the concrete on heavily reinforced sections in slabs, then the degree of workability is medium and the slump required is 50 to 100. Like that, depending upon the placing condition, we will decide the workability. So as per IS 456, an environmental exposure is divided into 5 parts, that is mild, moderate, severe, very severe and extreme conditions. In this, structures constructed in different conditions have different effects and measures shall be taken to protect the structures under severe to extreme conditions. So we have to take the exposure conditions, and depending on upon that we have to select the environment, whether it is mild, moderate, severe, very severe or extreme condition. So the first step in the designing of concrete mix is the finding the target mean strength. That's its formula is Ft equal to Fck plus K into sigma. Fck is the characteristic strength and K is the tolerance factor, that is a risk factor, and sigma is the standard deviation. And so for example, if you are designing a concrete for M20, then its characteristic strength is 20, and we have to design the concrete slightly higher than that, and that is the Ft, and that is our target strength. Tolerance factor is always 1.65, that is as per IS 456, that is a K value, and standard deviation will change depending upon the grade of concrete. For example, if you are designing M20, then its standard deviation that we have to consider is 4. The value of sigma that is shown on the table is based on the ideal condition. If there is any deviation, then the above value shall be increased by 1 Newton per mm square. In step 2, we are going to find the water cement ratio. Water and cement are two critical components of mixed design. If the water is increased, then it will cause problem. If the water is decreased, then also it will cause problems. And as in the case of cement, if the cement is increased, then the heat of hydration will be more and it will cause cracks. And if the cement is decreased, then it will make bonding problem. The bonding will not be proper at that time. Water cement ratio is found against the target mean strength Ft and also against the maximum requirement of durability. And in this, adopt the lower of two values. Water cement ratio against target mean strength Ft is found from the IS code 10262. In this, there is a graph showing y-axis of 28-day concrete strength, that is Ft, and there are different curves named as A, B, C, D, E, and F. Of these curves are of 28-day strength of cement, and depending upon the Ft and the strength of the cement, we will be able to find water cement ratio from this graph. Water cement ratio against maximum requirement of durability is found from the IS 456 2000 from table 5. In this, there is shown exposure, plain concrete, reinforcement concrete. Depending upon the exposure condition and depending upon the plain concrete or reinforcement concrete, we will be able to get the maximum water cement ratio for different grades of concrete. Next step is to find the water content. Depending upon the size of the coarse aggregate, we will be able to get the maximum water content that is required for 1 meter cube of concrete. And the above quantity of water is for zone 2 sand and angular aggregates and for 25 to 50 slump. If it is not this condition, then the corrections had to be made. If the sand other than zone 2, then we have to make some corrections, and aggregates other than angular, we have to reduce 10 kg and 20 kg and 25 kg for subangular, sub-rounded and rounded gravel aggregates respectively. If the slump is higher than 50 then also we need to make some corrections. If either by increasing 3% of water content for every 25 increase in slump, or by use of the chemical admixtures. Step 4 is the estimation of coarse aggregate and fine aggregate. Volume of coarse aggregate is shown based on the water cement ratio 0.50, and we had already found the water cement ratio in step 2. If these water cement ratio are not same, then we need to make some corrections. These corrections are explained in the next slide. And depending upon the nominal maximum size of aggregate, coarse aggregate, and the depending upon the fine aggregate, we will be able to find the volume of coarse aggregate required per unit volume of total aggregates. And for example, if you are using coarse aggregate as 20 and zone 2 fine aggregate, then the volume of coarse aggregate required is 0.62 and the fine aggregate required is 1 minus 0.62. Step 5 is the adjustment in sand and water content. The quantity of water and sand as worked out earlier is depending upon the water cement ratio of 0.60, dry sand of zone 2, compaction factor of 0.8 and saturated surface dry angular coarse aggregate. If these conditions are not the same, then the corrections are required to be done on the water and sand. And the corrections required for water and sand are explained in this slide. Step 6 is to find the cement content. Cement content can be calculated from the water cement ratio and the water content that we have already found. This cement content that we calculated should be checked against the minimum cement content for the requirement of durability as per IS 456. And if the two values are checked, and the greater of these two values need to be adopted. Step 7 is the adjustment in cement content. If the nominal maximum size of the coarse aggregate is other than 20 we need to make some corrections in minimum cement content. If it is 10 we need to add 40 kg per meter cube to the minimum cement content. If it is 40 we need to reduce by 35 kg per meter cube. Step 9 is the mix proportion and trial mix. From all these steps, we will be able to get the ingredients in kilogram for 1 meter cube concrete, and it is the trial mix 1. And after this carry out, we will be able to get workability, bleeding, segregation, coarseness characteristics are observed. And if the workability or the slump or flow value is not achieved, then the water or admixture content is adjusted suitably without making changes in water cement ratio, and that is our trial mix 2. And in trial mix 3 and trial mix 4 we will make the water content same and making the water cement ratio change to plus or minus 10% from the pre-selected value of trial mix 2. And from all this, we will get sufficient information, including the relation between compressive strength and the water cement ratio. Step 8 is the estimation of coarse aggregate and fine aggregate contents. Depending upon the maximum size of aggregate, we will be able to get the approximate entrapped air content. For 10 20 and 40 it is 3, 2 and 1% respectively. By using the formula V equal to WW plus WC by GC plus 1 by P into WFA by GFA, we will be able to get the absolute volume of fresh concrete. V is the absolute volume of fresh concrete. It is found by 1 minus EA percentage by 100. That is, if you are using 20 mm is the 20 mm aggregate, then the V equal to 1 minus 2 by 100. WWC, WFA and WCA are the weight of water, cement, sand and aggregate. GC, GFA and GCA is the specific gravity of cement, sand and aggregate. P is the ratio of fine aggregate to total aggregate. After finding this, we will be able to get the weight of fine aggregate. By this, we will be able to get the weight of fine coarse aggregate also. And finally, a design of M20 concrete is also shown in these slides. And if you liked my video, just like, share and subscribe. I will come up with more videos.